Hello everybody, this is Flat, Fallout Lore and Theories. My name is of course Dev. This is a new channel, so I'd appreciate any likes and subs. So enough pandering, let's just get right into it. Welcome to the Gorski Cabin. This cabin is a location a lot of players tend to just dawdle by. At first, when I made my very first playthrough last November, I noticed that I thought it was a settlement. It wasn't, so I was like, it's not that interesting. It looks like a house. Unfortunately, you have to really just look just a little bit harder to examine it. So essentially, you can find the Gorski Cabin pretty early in the game. This is going to be roughly about southwest from Concord. And if you notice, there is a hatch on the floor. I actually didn't notice this until my second playthrough, and I was smacking myself in the head for passing it, because this is actually a very, very good story, and I'm about to get into it. So let's go down into the hatch and see what we can find. Upon coming down here, we immediately notice that something's not right. If you look at the cabinets, or the metal cabinets, I guess, you can notice that people have put various supplies such as cans, cram, and purified water. This immediately tells me that somebody had been trying to live here. There's also gas containers, ammo, a fridge, and it's giving me the vibe that this is a makeshift fallout shelter. So let's go down a little bit further, shall we? We immediately notice a door and a radio that for some reason has been kept on. You may also notice that you're immediately taking radiation damage. Now, we realize why this is called the Gorski Cabin. Once I turn on my HUD here, you don't have to take my word for it. If you notice, his name is Wayne Gorski, the Gorski Cabin, which makes me think that this man is somehow the owner of this establishment. But how did that ever come to be? We're about to find out. Do what you can to defeat Mr. Gorski. I prefer shooting him in the head, like the ghoul he is. After killing him, be sure to loot his body. If you notice on the table, there's a magazine, How to Get to Diamond City. It's good if you're playing a new build. Take the bottle cap mine, and then let's hop into the terminal. I suck at hacking, so let's skip it. So now, you'll notice there's a letter. This will be my first and only entry. I identify myself as a free-thinking citizen of a once great United States. I will not stand idly by the government affects the minds of its people with devices like the electrical tower they've erected in my front lawn. I pledge to take down this mind control device by any means necessary and begun construction on an incendiary device. If you're reading this, I have sincerely been killed or detained in a government interrogation camp. The news will surely warp the truth and brand me a communist traitor. Do not believe them. Let all true patriots know of what I did today. Essentially what he's saying is the electrical tower in his front lawn is somehow a device from the government to spy on him. Now, if you go over to this table here, you can actually see the, quote, incendiary device. And you're going to have a quite chuckle at this. This is actually a disassembled mini-nuke, and from what I know, it's one of the only ones in the game. You can see the hemisphere core, the beryllium caps, and the stabilizer fins to the left. This means he had actually taken apart a mini-nuke. Now, a lot of lore commentators will say that the mini-nuke exploded and turned him into a ghoul. I don't believe this because the radioactive waste there is more than enough to do it in maybe a couple weeks. Reason I don't think the mini-nuke exploded, because mini-nuke doesn't normally turn people into ghouls. It will explode with enough force to kill the person before turning it into a ghoul, with the rare exception being Megaton, but I don't even want to talk about Fallout 3 right now. So essentially this is the story of the Gorski Cabin, about a man paranoid and distraught by the paranoia that the government had been sneaking over his shoulder, trying to learn all his secrets, so he planned to blow up this tower. It backfired, turned him into a ghoul, and that was the end of his story. If you guys like this pathetic little tale, be sure to leave a like. Comment below if I made any mistakes. I'll be sure to try and add them into the video, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you